Welcome to our unofficial Tom Ford Tuesday, where, on Tuesday, it's all about Tom Ford beauty. For today, I have the Rose Prick collection. We've got a quad and two lippies. I'm going to create a couple of looks with the quad, and yes, I will be sharing lip swatches of the lips as well. Let's go ahead and get started. Tom Ford Beauty has given us rose prick pink goodness when it came to this little collection. Love the colors so much, but I will say I am quite disappointed in the quality of this packaging. Do you hear that? That is cheap plastic, very, very light, not what I have become accustomed to, especially with the more traditional packaging. The price didn't change, so why did you get chintzy cheap on the packaging? Just wanted to put that out there. Nothing personal. You guys know I'm a big Tom Ford lover, hence why we have a full-on series. And yes, this is plastic too, but this is a better quality versus this. So that's just something to note. But because I am a pink lover, I can look past that. And I don't own body heat. So I thought it was a nice way to enjoy this wonderful wet dry formula in this highly recommended Color Story body heat. So my rant is over. I just had to express that to you because let's say this is your first time dabbling into Tom Ford and you pick this up, you're going to be like, wow, $88 for this? It's not always like that, I promise. These are so much better in quality, and even these. Okay, that's it. Shall we continue? So we're going to start off with the new Tom Ford Emotionproof Eye Primer. I have been really enjoying this. I find it to give me a little bit of color and it kind of smooths my lids. It helps the shadows adhere and they look a little more vibrant as well. So this is a really nice eye primer. So we're going to start off with this shade right here. I'm just picking that up on a fluffy brush. Oh, this wet dry formula has me so excited. So for this shade, I'm going to focus it on the outer eye and bring her in the crease. Wow. Yes. Packaging may have disappointed, but these shadows and this wet dry formula came through. Yes. Wow. You know, sometimes you have to just let these products speak for themselves. And this is speaking for itself. Let's do a little halo. So I'm going back into that shade, tapping off the excess. I'm going to build up the outer eye and the inner eye. Oh, it's a sneeze. Now with my finger, I'm going to go into this light champagne shade and apply that on the center. And then just touch up. Just intensifying my outer eye and the inner eye. A new brush. Not Tom Ford, but it's a new brush. It is the Chantecaille eyeliner brush. It's a little angled brush. I'm going to take that and go into this darkest shade here. And that's going to be our wing liner. Using shadow as your liner definitely softens it quite a bit. My Emotionproof liner in this shade Chocolat. Just going to do a little tight line and waterline application. And now a couple of coats of the Lash mascara. First look is complete. We love a halo eye, and I think that that has to be one of the quickest halo eyes I've ever done in my entire life. Let's go ahead and do another look. I'm going to go into the lighter of the two darker shades with that same fluffy brush. I'm going to apply that all over the outer portion and bring her into the crease. Now we're going to go into this shade. I'm going to put that on the center portion of my lid. And just build it up a little bit. And then I'm now with that same brush going into the lightest shade. And then we'll do the same thing with the darkest shade and do a little soft wing with my angled brush. Emotionproof liner in Chocolat and Lash Rays. And here are our first two looks from Body Heat. A little halo moment, and then a little soft, smoky moment. So let's go ahead and do one final look, and then I will share the lippies with you. So for our third and final look today, I want to do something super smoky and vampy, and something that I'm probably going to be wearing for my Valentines. Yes. We are going to be decorating the backyard with balloons and flowers and little tea light candles, and going to make it as romantic as possible, okay? All things considered. Got to keep the love alive. So I went ahead and applied the Emotionproof Eye Primer. So I'm going to start. I'm just packing it on my fluffy brush. Focusing this in the crease. And just blending. With a clean brush, this is the Sonia G Jumbo Blender. I'm going to soften my edges. Taking that same burgundy shade on my BK Beauty 207, and I want to smudge this on the lower lash line. I'm not bringing it all the way, just about halfway on that under eye. With my Sonia G Builder 3, I'm picking up the lighter of the two darkest shades. I'm going to pack that on the lid. Is it just me, or is this shade giving dark purple? Now with my Sonia G Builder Pro, let's go into the darkest shade. This we're going to focus on the outer eye. Going in with my trusty old Chanel brush. No product. I'm going to just softly blend in the crease. For the brow bone highlight, let's go into the lightest shade. And with that same brush, it's actually an ESUM W21. I'm going to pick up the lightest champagne shade, and then I'm going to wet my brush. Yes! Y'all know how I feel about this wet dry formula, okay? Don't mind. I'm going to take the lighter of the two darkest shades and I'm going to apply that really close on my lower lash line. I went ahead and applied a pair of my Chandelier Lashes by our very own Chantecaille Beauty. This one is in the style Lady Sarah. So, to finish up the look, let me go ahead and share the lippies with you. Now, the more traditional lipstick is in the shade Indian Rose, and this I have had. This was available Selfridges. Like the quad, this is not a new color. This is Indian Rose. It's quite similar to Casablanca. So if you have Casablanca, you like those types of shades, this one's going to be right up your alley. Here is Indian Rose. The next lipstick is more in the skinnier packaging than the traditional. And the formula on this one is a satin matte, and she's in the shade To Die For. Not a color that goes with our look, but I'm going to lip swatch so that you can see how it looks applied. But here are swatches of the two, Indian Rose and To Die For. Wow, for a matte, it's quite creamy. Here's the shade To Die For. Very creamy. You see? Even for a matte. But then again, it's a satin matte, so I like that. I'm feeling this look for my Valentines. It's nice and dramatic. Oh, yes. As mentioned earlier, I don't love the quality of the packaging, but the wet dry formula is top notch. Love the color story. This Body Heat has been a palette that you guys have recommended to me quite a bit. Ever since I did my ranking, you guys have been coming through with the recommendations for the quads that I need in my collection. And this was one of them, and I'm really happy to have it. I really am. Performed great. You know, I won't kill the packaging anymore. You guys get it. But I am happy to have it in my collection. It's different. It's pretty. It's pink. Now, as far as the lippies go, I really like the satin matte formula. It's very creamy, very comfortable. This is such a fun color. It's a nice pop, but it's a wearable, bold pop of color. I really, really like it. And, you know, Indian Rose is very similar to one of my absolute favorites, Casablanca. I think that's probably my most repurchased Tom Ford lipstick. I have one in my purse. I have one over there. I know I have another one somewhere. So Indian Rose is a color that I reach for quite often, and it is a beautiful formula as well. Overall, it's a really nice little collection, and it's really cute. But I definitely want to hear what you guys think. Comment down below. Let me know which look was your favorite. And I hope I've inspired you today. If you already have Body Heat, pull her back out. Show her some love. It's a beautiful quad. Thank you all so much for being a part of the unofficial Tom Ford Tuesday. Please don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.